So, let's talk about circumcision today. What's up, guys? So, circumcision. This is a question that I got a lot while living in Germany. It kind of baffled me why so many people were asking me about circumcision, if I was circumcised and if all Americans are circumcised, because apparently that's kind of how people look at the US. So, short answer, yes, all Americans are circumcised. Complicated answer, no, not all Americans are circumcised. Even more complicated answer, circumcision is kind of only 58% of the population now. Yeah, let's talk about it. So circumcision has a long history in the US. It had to do with like health benefits, and people thought if you were circumcised, you would have a less likely chance of getting a UTI, which is like a urinary tract infection, because it was harder to clean back in the days. But then the reason why a lot of people didn't get circumcised was because of the risk of getting circumcised, the infections that can happen afterwards. What if something went wrong with the procedure, etc., etc., etc. Now in 2021, it's super safe to get circumcised, but it's not actually necessary. Here in the US, it is still very common, but it actually depends on where you live. For example, so far in 2021, in West Virginia, about 95% of births, those babies have been circumcised. But in Alaska, per se, 0% of the babies have been circumcised. So that's why it kind of equates to the 58% of people are being circumcised to this day, which is down a lot from like 1965, where it was around like 86% or so. I will put a link to that article down below. I guess the question just arises, why does it matter? Nowadays, it doesn't matter if you are circumcised or you're not. The health benefits kind of don't really matter anymore. Uncircumcised people have a 1% chance of getting a UTI within the first 5 years of their life, whereas circumcised people have a 0.01% chance of getting a UTI in the first 5 years of their life. But one person out of 100 people getting a UTI, something that is treatable, doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get circumcised. It's not necessary anymore, and it's something that doesn't really matter. Regardless if you're circumcised or uncircumcised in 2021, you will always have a friend or someone that knows someone that is or isn't. My time in Germany has led me to find out that there's a lot of people that have fetishes. People fetishize uncut penises, people fetishize cut penises. And then some people thought a cut penis looked gross, and some thought an uncut penis looked gross. It was just times where people were just like, oh, that's gross, or oh, that's hot. It was just kind of weird that people actually think about these things, whereas I'm like, okay, it is what it is. We've all seen it, you know? At the end of the day, as long as you're clean, nothing's gonna happen, and it doesn't really matter what you do. If you got some value from this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more videos, hit one of these videos on the screen now to see more of this pretty face, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Let's go! Subscribe!